Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Networks. Hope you are all safe and well, my friend. If you're new and here, give it a like, a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. Happy Thursday. That's it, Thursday. And it's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Check them out as producers, latest news, reviews, and opinions. We had loads of shows last night. We had Budgie's birthday show for Kieran. We had Jamie on doing Jamie Talks. We spoke a bit about Danny Krajinski. We spoke a bit about, I don't know, loads of people. This is going to be a DM free zone today, just for one episode. Let's see if we can do it. Every time I say DM's name, and I'll just take the surname, I'll donate £1 to the Iron Spring Food Banks. All right, just for shits and giggles. And I'm going to try and keep today really positive because there's some really good stuff outside of maybe the Premier League at the moment in terms of us. There's some really good stuff to talk about, and looking forward to the summer, regardless of who's the manager in charge. It could be David Moyes. I'll give it £1. I'll put £1. So yes, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try and keep it positive, and then we can all slag it off tomorrow, So let's start with the first story. So we're going to talk about Freddie Potts, wonderful Freddie Potts, who is on his way to Wembley. He is. As you know, Freddie's on loan at Wycombe Wanderers. We do a roundup every Monday of all the academy players out on loan. So check that out. It's a really good show, because I say so myself. He obviously went out on loan to Wycombe at the beginning of the season and have an absolute storming time at Wycombe. He had a couple of injuries, niggles, but he's pretty much playing 90 minutes regardless. Played another 90 minutes yesterday in the EFL semi-final match away to Bradford, where in extra time, Wycombe won 1-0, which meant that Freddie is going to Wembley in the EFL Trophy final that we played, I think, Sunday, April the 7th against Peterborough United, I want to say. So another trip to Wembley for the Potts family. Obviously, Danny Ferrier Luton was at the playoff final last year at Wembley, and now Freddie's going there. I mean, this is how loans should work. It's actually been brilliant. It's been such a good experience for him going out on loan. You look at his stats; he's won 58 tackles this season, the most of any Wycombe player. He's had the most interceptions of any Wycombe player. He's in the top 5 for short passes, blocks, passes, and minutes played. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's had a fantastic time at Wycombe. Obviously, how does that transcend back into the first team at West Ham? We'll have to wait and see. I suppose it's, maybe dependent. I don't think he is dependent. I think he's definitely one for the future. And I think they're doing this right in terms of how to bring him into the side. So he might be the next season he goes out on loan again. A couple of years under his belt. And then by then, you've got to think the likes of JWP, Souček, they'll be very even older. You could come in and order some real, come in and bulked up. He'd been playing against, seasoned professionals. And I think you're going to see a really good Freddie Potts. Probably, I don't think maybe next year, maybe the year after. I suppose if Moyes is in charge. £2. But yeah, great to see. And as I said, if you want to know the latest of all the academy stuff, we do it every Monday on the academy show. We're also, we're not, despite the fact we don't know if Moyes has got a new contract, £3, or who's going to be the dugout come the summer. Obviously, we're still being linked to players and looking at players. And apparently, we sent our chief scout, one of our scouts, out to Middlesbrough versus, I think it's Preston on Wednesday, to look at this gentleman, Hayden Hackney. What a great name! What a great name for an East London's club player. Apparently, being linked with the England 21 international midfielder, currently playing at Middlesbrough. Very good player. A lot of Premier League clubs are looking at him, but apparently he's very high up on our agenda for the summer. And that's the thing, regardless of who's in charge, at the moment, Tim is still in charge of all the the summer transfers, and regardless if Moyes is in charge or not, it's £3. we'll still be, we've still got the wheels turning behind the scenes for that in terms of recruitment drives for the summer, because we need a massive recruitment drive, regardless of whether, I want to say his name, DM's in. That don't count. I can't just say DM because that's just a cop out. Whether Moyes £4 is in there or not. So good to see. Good to see we linked with obviously homegrown talent as well, which is what we'll need for quotas. And someone like Freddie Potts could come back and be a homegrown quota potentially as well. Maybe we shall wait and see. And lastly, let's get excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Europa League draw. Last 16. Do you remember? We were in Europe. We're still in Europe. If you remember that. We are. We'll be doing the last 16 draw. It's tomorrow in Switzerland. It will be 11 o'clock kickoff UK time, 12 o'clock Central European time, and I'm looking forward to it. The last second round of the playoff ties are tonight. So by the end of the play tonight, we'll know who we're going to be drawn against. Just as a bit of a reminder, maybe. There we go. Let's put the right. Oh god, that didn't work out well, did it? I should have done the old transition thing. Anyway, so in terms of how it all works, we know obviously the 8 second place Europa group teams were joined by the Champions League third place group teams for this playoff round, and those were the 8 ties: Freiburg, Lens, Marseille, Shakhtar, Sparta, Galatasaray, Sporting Young Boys, Toulouse to Benfica, Rennes versus AC Milan, Roma Feyenoord, Karabakh versus Braga. And so obviously we'll be playing those ties. Those are the second ties are playing tonight, and then we will be drawn against one of those. So in terms of how it works, being group winners, we'll be bringing in us 8, so us, Bayer Leverkusen, Atalanta, Brighton, Liverpool, Rangers, Slavia Prague. That might be 7, that might be 8, I don't know. We'll be drawn against one of those 8 that qualify in the group stages, in the playoff stages. So, and obviously the likes of, if Sparta Prague get through, they can't be drawn against Slavia Prague. Obviously, Sparta Prague is Danny Kuczynski's club. If AC or Roma get through, they won't be drawn against Atalanta. That type of thing. Freiburg won't be drawn against by Leverkusen. So there's no restrictions for us, because Brighton and Liverpool both qualified leads in top of the group. So we will be obviously for the quarterfinals. If you got through, you would be drawn against anyone regardless of your nation. So it's open brief next round. But as I said, it'll be interesting. And then obviously 2 legs. We know also automatically, because we are winners of the group, we're playing the second leg at home. So that's the 14th of March. We're playing at London Stadium, with the 7th of March being the tie for the away leg. Might be the last time we'll be in Europe for a while, so I'm sure people will be enjoying that as well. And we'll see if Moyes' men, fiver, will be able to progress through. And even that, it's a nice distraction away from what we've been having the last sort of, this year really, but definitely in the last sort of 2 to 3 weeks, even more so ramped up. So it'd be nice to have a distraction. Whether I mean, for me, do I want AC Milan at the San Siro? I don't think I could argue much with that, to be honest. I'd rather fancy them than Freiburg again, in my opinion. So we'll wait and see. But as I said, we'll be bringing all that coverage from tomorrow morning. And also we'll be bringing you the indispensable guide to anyone we could be drawn against as well. And that'll be going out tonight as soon as everything's done and the dust has settled in terms of the playoff group stages. And that's it, my friends. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Don't forget to go to kneesupumbrella.com for your latest news, reviews and reports. And yeah, busy day tomorrow with everything else in terms of the Europa League draw. There'll be David Moyes press conference, £6. David Moyes press conference as well. I'll say it twice, bollocks. £7. And then, I think we might have another Irish Tommy doing a late show tomorrow night as well. And take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. Moyes. That's the tenner for the food banks. Much love. Bye-bye.